I recently noticed something really interesting. It happened to me twice now within the last month. I get into a familiar situation or I get asked a familiar question. And while I'm reacting to it, after a while I get this very weird feeling inside of me. And suddenly it's like I see myself from an outside perspective, thinking to myself, hey, this is an old version of me talking right now. I'm reacting like I did so many times before because this is my automatic response. It became a habit to say those exact sentences. But it somehow belongs to the past now. It doesn't feel right anymore. Somehow, somewhere, I outgrew this. Honestly, this is so fascinating to me. Last year, I did a lot of meditating, affirmations, trying my best to manifest some of my desires, visualizing, trying to change my vibrations, all those things, And sometimes it made me feel better for a few hours, sometimes for a day, but it always seemed to fade, and I did not really feel like I've changed. But now, seeing myself in these situations, feeling like I'm traveling back in time, seeing an old version of myself, something must have changed. I just didn't know it yet. I almost don't dare to say it, but it seems like we can get attached to a certain level of drama within our lives. It somehow seems like drama and struggle can be easier to share with others than your successes and moments of joy. At least I have the feeling sometimes that when I share a moment of success with others, I get congrats, thumbs up, something like, well, good for you. And then the connection is basically over. But when I share something difficult, people seem to care more. They react more sensible. They often share some of their personal struggles, and they are trying to find some advice for you. The connection then is literally longer and goes deeper. So I guess in a way I might have gotten attached to some of my struggles because they were my way to connect with others. And as an introvert person, being able to connect with others on a deeper level is very precious and valuable to me. I don't know, maybe I'm weird about this, or maybe you recognize it as well. Think about it for just a moment. Is there some sort of struggle in your life that you might have gotten attached to because it makes it easier for you to connect with others? Maybe there is some kind of fear that we would feel alone if the struggle disappears and is replaced by success and abundance, because we don't know that many people around us that are in that state to connect with. Anyway, I feel like it is time to let go of the struggle. We don't have to live right in it to be able to talk about it. So let's take a deep breath together now and let go of any attachment that doesn't serve our happiness. it's okay. We will still be able to connect with others. So let's open up for more success, abundance, happiness, and joy to flow into our lives. If I can let go of the struggle that I've gotten attached to in the past, something beautiful can open up in the present. That's what I believe. My dream is to be an inspiration to other humans like me that are introverted, highly sensitive, and who would love to follow their passion while also being able to earn money with it. I can't stay in the struggle if that's my dream, if that's who I want to be and what I would love to give to others. I want to be a symbol of hope, the proof that it is possible to make a living with your art and with YouTube. Let me tell you a story. I met my husband when I was 14 years old on a summer holiday trip in the swimming pool. It was love at first sight for me, but he lived in the Netherlands and I lived in Germany. There were 6 hours of train travel between us and we both were still in school. However, there was never a doubt in my mind that this is the man of my dreams. The feeling of love is real and there is no other way than to have this long-distance relationship until we're done with school and can live together. My friends, however, were not as encouraging as I hoped. I got called naive many times. Long-distance relationships would never end well, are impossible to hold on to at our age, and that there was no way that we could make it, seeing each other only through video calls and in the school holidays. Well, we did it. 3.5 years later, we were still together, still in love, and I was finally done with school. I packed my bags and I went to live with him, who is now my husband and the father of my children, in the Netherlands. And I must admit, It felt so incredibly good to prove all the people wrong who did not believe in us. And of course, this is not the reason why you should do anything. This can't be your motivation. But wow, it's a side effect that feels really good when you fight for something for so long that is so important to you. And even though so many people around you didn't believe in you, you stayed true to yourself, to your vision, and you proved them wrong. It's an incredibly powerful thing to do, and I think it's an act of love that you owe to yourself in order to find your true happiness in life. I gave myself a challenge for the month of March. I wanted to create 30 new paintings in 30 days and post these daily on Instagram. I'm at day 5 now while filming this, and I realize what I kind of guessed beforehand. This challenge is not very realistic for me. The painting of today was really giving me a hard time. Well, that sounds like it's the painting's fault. Let's say I had a hard time creating the desired balance within the painting. The fact that I felt like I had to finish it today because of my challenge did not make it better. It caused frustration within the process, which is obviously not what you want while creating art. So I had to recalibrate my expectations and goals for this challenge and to find more kindness and acceptance for myself. I will still try to post on Instagram every day for 30 days to see what impact this might have. But it doesn't have to be a finished painting. It can also be a process reel. The painting I'm working on simply needs more time. It also asks for another layer of fluid earth pigments, which is always exciting. The painting still doesn't feel completely finished. It is still asking for something, but I'm not quite sure yet what it is. I need to spend more time with it. Thank you so much for watching today. If you liked the video, I'd love it if you subscribe, and I'll see you next week.